Very well. How are you?
Okay, fine. Marissa, girls, Christmas is nearing. I'm totally Christmas mode already. The weather is not there yet. Yeah, I always have the dream of the white Christmas as well as so many other people, I guess.
Never
But
happened.
I'm like feeling the Christmas mode. So, what about you?
Down with the fever, but I'm very excited. I think Christmas is one time here in Dublin that it becomes like those cute markets pop up and everybody's in the spirit, and that's like you're
Yeah.
ready to actually wind down. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, same here. So I also like since we changed the time again, it's getting dark pretty early, like at 5 p.m. or something like this. And it's like, yeah, like foggy outside during the day and stuff like this. Everything is like calming down, but it's actually nice. It's like always the feeling for me that Christmas is near, and the same as Tan. I always hope like maybe we could have white Christmas this time,
Yeah,
but
I was just about to say that.
it never happens. Usually
Really?
it snows before and then the snow is gone again when there is December 24th. But
Yeah,
Or it snows after.
we
yeah,
have
also.
we have had some lucky years in Berlin recently with like
Really?
having white Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah.
Really? No, no.
I
Last year
just
I
well,
remember.
we just manifested.
No,
Better
no.
manifestors in Germany.
Yeah. Much more people there. Much more children. The children are
Yes,
manifesting this. Yeah,
That's true. That's
of
true.
course. Of course.
So true.
I know. I just love the whole vibe around the city when
Mhm.
Christmas is
Same.
nearing because we have this where I don't know the famous street, the Kurfürstendamm, and it's then all lit up
Yeah.
and you have
Mhm.
all this like the building sculptures with
Yeah.
lights
I also
like
love
in
it.
my Santa
It's
Claus
so
video. So you
beautiful.
have the whole street when you just drive along the street, you
Yeah.
just have this vibe.
Yeah. I also love
And
it.
right? And the Christmas
Yeah.
market, sure, yeah. And there's like Christmas music everywhere.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm just like with starting of December, I always hit Mariah Carey's whole CD, like the whole month.
It officially Christmas season officially starts when you hear the first time. What is it
Last
called?
Christmas,
Last
last
Christmas. Yeah,
Christmas,
Last
yes.
it
Christmas.
officially starts.
For me, it's Michael Bublé, then Mariah Carey, and then obviously Wham! In Last Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every year, you can just go into the mood.
You just know it's going to
No,
be.
yeah, and it's so beautiful. I also have the same feeling as Tan. I sometimes drive around the city or I take a different way home when to see the nice because every part of the city is lighted differently, and some
Yeah.
are really really beautiful, and some buildings they look like castles because like they have like
So
the
cool.
small lights on them. It's really amazing also to drive around the countryside when people have some it's not as in America, it's not as extreme how people decorate their houses and stuff like this, but usually there are some decorated trees or they put something up on their balconies or they have some like angels and stuff like this. It's really really beautiful. I love it. I really love it.
India lights up for Diwali and rest of the world lights up for Christmas. It's so cool.
But yeah, yeah, in Asia it's just different, right? I mean, China, I don't know. I'm not so sure. In Vietnam, well, it's also not, right? Which is, I'm just very German at this point.
I've heard German markets or German Santa villages or like Christmas in Germany is amongst the best to experience in Europe. I was told last year that you should go to Germany for Christmas. I was like, okay, cool. I will
Oh,
keep that
really?
in
Yeah,
mind.
there are
Yes.
some. Nuremberg is very famous, or the Christmas market in Nuremberg is
Yes.
very famous. They also have the
Yeah.
famous gingerbread there. But also
Yeah.
Vienna has some very beautiful Christmas markets. Some
That's
very nice
nice.
ones actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
also in I was in Prague 2 years ago. After Christmas, I was there after Christmas, and it's so crazy. They have trams lit up. They have decorated
Wow.
Oh,
trams. Yes.
oh,
So
really?
this is so cool.
Oh. But last year, actually, the buses in Berlin would also do so. When you entered the
So
bus, they
cool.
had like decorated everything with like lights.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
the trams in
that was
Prague they were
awesome.
decorated outside. Not everyone they had, but they had
Yeah.
some special ones, and they were not with passengers. So they were driving around without passengers. It just was just one car, and that there was the drive, and there were lights everywhere, and there were the Santa sleigh was there and stuff like this. So it was really cool.
Yes,
Yeah,
so cool.
yeah. So Prague is also there, and obviously very much into Christmas too. The Czech.
Into Christmas. Adding to my list. So
Yeah,
I have London, I have I have Prague, I have obviously Germany, I have what was the other place you mentioned, Martina?
yeah, Vienna.
Vienna.
Yeah,
Yes.
Vienna is beautiful, I guess, Winston.
So
Yeah, but
Yes.
in Berlin, it's like really Berliners just start like making the list to which Christmas market
Yeah.
do we need to,
Completely.
yeah, visit on which like weekend, because you have many with just different styles, and then
yeah.
you just
Yeah.
start making the list.
Yeah,
Like
in
the
some
silver
are
star, yeah, is
more like
popular
for
because
food and drinks only, and others they
yeah,
sell
yeah,
on other markets they sell really beautiful handcrafted
yeah,
items, really beautiful things.
yeah,
So
true. Hackischer Markt.
yeah, yeah,
But in front of Schloss Charlottenburg, we have a very beautiful one as well because you have the castle in the
yeah,
background. And then
yeah,
you just, yeah, it's just a beautiful place, right? And
yeah.
Hackischer Markt, well, it's just typically because it's in the center of Berlin, so it's
But
getting,
it's also nice in there, like with
it's a
this
very
all
nice
these
one.
courtyards and stuff like this. It's also very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then in southwest of west of Berlin, like more calmer ones because they're more like really outside on the line, but very beautiful as well. Yeah. Oh, you're making my list, as you say.
I like how you said calmer ones. I'm like the others are too much, okay?
And actually, it's most the food list for me as well because I'm Czech.
Yeah, there is this special food you get only on Christmas markets, and you have to
Yes.
like sometimes you go there just for the food. I know.
And the
Yeah.
mulled wine. That's so yummy. I have never had mulled wine before. It tastes so good here, especially on those cold winter mornings, and your hand becomes warm, and you have wine, and it's spicy. So cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
And
actually with us. It's also in Austria. It's also a place or where you meet friends or also former colleagues from working
yeah.
and stuff like this. So people you don't meet all the time. It's very like okay, we are going to meet like once a year at the Christmas market. Like
It's like an
Yeah,
annual
yeah,
tradition. Nice. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah. True. Same. When I was back working at hospital, we always had this like meeting with the firemen. So us who were doing the outside, I keep just like, ooh.
Ankita
And
likes
we always
firemen.
had this meeting with the firemen and
are there
us.
pictures available?
Can I get a calendar with firemen in them or BTS as firemen? I'll take it, please. Manifesting.
So just the staff and like the like emergency doctors who also worked on the street.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we were always meeting at the Christmas market and then afterwards go to some kind of restaurant. So we started
yeah.
with drinking and eating and kept going drinking and eating.
Yeah, that's the same here, same in
It's
Austria.
holidays.
Yeah, it's the same philosophy we have.
But I know so many people who get stressed by it, like holiday weight,
Mm.
holiday shopping, holiday everything. I really know how so many people who get stressed. It's also like a culmination point, right? And then like, I want to celebrate, but why am I stressed? I don't want to be stressed.
I mean, honestly, me too. Sometimes I got like my last minute Christmas present for someone at the Christmas market, kind of. Yeah, but and then I always have this struggle in my head between, well, it shouldn't be about all this material stuff,
Mhm.
but at the same time, well, it's just like part of the tradition as well. Yeah, and it's like nice. Like it's, I mean, I also enjoy just giving the presents
Yeah,
away and just like, yeah, but yeah. At the same time, it's like, okay, did you forget anyone? Like, yeah, when am I going to buy all this stuff? What am I going to buy? There are certain people you just never know what to buy for them or what to build for them or whatever. Yeah. And some people are just so easy. It's like, oh, I have tons of ideas.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, like my father is always like, I'm always thinking, okay, what now? My mom is so easy.
I do
Like,
feel in general buying gifts for men is so hard. Like they're just some basic and if they're not into the stuff that you can buy for them, like watches, wallets, etc., then you're like, what are they supposed to give this guy?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
once I was actually Googling, what can you buy for men?
I also do this on Pinterest sometimes just to get some ideas. So I usually make most of my Christmas presents or of the presents I give away by myself because people have
Yes, so
everything
good.
they need. Yeah, people have what they need and they buy what they want. So usually adults buy
Exactly.
what they want. So it's different with children, of course. Then you get some toys and stuff for them. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But uh, it's and what I did I had the idea like several years ago during the pandemic. I was like, yeah, everyone was at home. And I what I do with some friends, I give them an calendar instead of a Christmas present. Yeah,
Ah, yeah, this is also beautiful.
just like it's in a shoebox. It's like usually it's some sweets and some like motivating quotes or stuff like this, or some very
Yeah.
small, these games where you can test your skills and your patience and stuff, or logic, whatever stuff. And it's quite easy to do. And you do it like in November, and then and usually the 24th is a little bigger one, and then I'm done for Christmas. I don't need to think about it.
Oh, this is a great idea. Yeah, so when
And I
Christmas
love
comes,
it, and I
you
actually love it because I started like a few years ago, and I gave it to a friend, to a very good friend, and she was like speechless. She was, "What? I get an advance calendar from you?" Because she's a grown up, of course, and but she loved it, and since then I always also get one from her. So it's very nice, actually.
ah,
Yeah,
so now it's a tradition.
yeah, it's very nice. I love
That's
it.
a beautiful idea because actually, when Christmas comes, you can totally be relaxed, right? Because you already did the
I'm
advance
always
calendar
relaxed.
and
Yeah,
every stuff.
and I always have things ready
Understand, like
before.
I don't get stressed. That's just not
No.
my nature.
He's like, ah,
No.
already, I was efficient.
Organized and efficient,
Yeah.
okay? Let me tell
Yeah.
you how to do it.
Yeah. I ordered
No,
it
I
out.
think it's nice, and also I like I came to the idea because when you have like a card deck yourself or something where you'll pull a card each day or stuff
Exactly.
like this,
Yeah.
it's I love reading this. It's like motivating, and it makes me smiling and things like this, or sometimes also thinking,
Yeah.
and why not give this to other people? And it's easy because you can
Yeah.
either buy something nice, what I also did, or you can print out the quotes by yourself.
Since I love solving like riddles and puzzles and quizzes, something like this, once I got myself an advanced calendar, which was a whole kind of, you had to solve the whole story to the end.
Yeah, I
Because
also.
you didn't know the next door. So you
Yeah,
just had, yeah,
yeah,
you had
that's
to
really cool.
solve
I
the
also gave
riddle.
it away to a friend once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can also have something like an escape room as
Yeah,
in
yeah, it was an
sometimes
escape
you
room
like
method.
yes,
I
I
loved
also
it.
have given away something like this already. Yeah, yeah, it's really cool, really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and when one of my friends went like, "Tan, even now you try to do something that involves thinking," and I was like, "Yeah, but I love doing this."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because you're a projector, you will always think. Anyways.
Yeah, because I
No,
love
that's
solving
really cool.
rules. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
And last year
and
I got from a friend from the friend I got she made it herself. So she was like bored at work, I think. But there were some riddles and quizzes from Christmas stuff, and she like printed everything out and folded it and put it in bags and stuff. It's really, yeah, it's very cool. And I am like, I copied this stuff because then I can use it again
yeah, it's a lot of work,
efficiently.
right? If you
Hmm?
do
I mean,
this.
Yeah,
some
it's
things
lots
need
of
to be
work. You
modeled.
have to think of 24 things, and you have to look it up on the internet, and then all these things. So it's you put in some hours. And for
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
like 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 it's like it's about quality time. My love language is quality time, so we have not spoken about love languages yet, but mine is quality time. And it's also an act because you put in hours to prepare something. So I value things like this a lot, much more than if someone buys something for me and gives it to me, because I think, okay, it's nice because they thought of a present which I might like, but it's just they're buying it. It's much easier. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier, right? It's not the time they were really putting into it,
Mm.
and also the thoughts they were putting into
Yeah.
it, like what
Yeah.
you really like and what would like be something that you enjoy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
think
cool.
yeah. So yeah, I love
Unlike when
escape
they were
rooms.
thinking about what they want to get.
Next time, girls, we're meeting up. We have to go to an escape room.
Yes,
Yeah.
just about to say that. We have to do that sometime
Yeah.
next year. Would be so much fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, would be
but
really fun.
when it comes to, I just somehow it just crossed my mind. Back at school, I had a Jewish friend, and I remember like she never had the experience of decorating a Christmas tree because she was
Same here.
Jewish and they didn't
Mm.
do it at home. So once I really got her, and we just decorated a Christmas tree together. It was, yeah,
Maybe
she
I
was
should do
so
that this
happy
year.
just to have this experience for once, right? Because everybody's doing it around her in
Yeah.
Berlin. And she was just like, I never had the experience. And yeah, it was
Yeah. But
beautiful.
it's yeah. You definitely need the experience of doing it,
Mm,
and I love doing it. I love doing it. I love decorating
yeah, same.
Christmas. Yeah. Yeah.
Same.
Put on some music and
Yeah, with the Christmas music,
yeah. Yeah.
having, oh, Lebkuchen, gingerbread, what
The
is
bread.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
putting up the Christmas tree.
Add it to list.
Yeah.
More experiences to get. Yes, would be fun to do it one day. Yeah.
So I personally, but I also know lots of people who are very stressed because of the, not only because of the present or the gift giving situation, but also because of the whole planning of the holidays. Because if for some families it seems to be really, really difficult to do it. I don't know. So because in my family this is very easygoing, but they also seem to have some discussions about what to eat and stuff like this. And it's very stressful for some people, because then there are the perfectionists, they always want to have
Yeah.
everything perfect. And I can imagine that it's really stressful for some people.
Yeah.
And work is also a lot. I don't know how it is in, I think Germany is maybe the same than Austria, but how it is in Ireland or in India. But in Austria, in every company, it's like when Christmas comes closer, they want to finish everything. They did
Hmm.
not do it for the last 10 months, but they want to finish it before Christmas. No one knows why.
Instead of winding down and be like, this is a
Yeah.
next year problem, they're like, you have to finish it now.
Yeah.
Like, can you please not? Like, you're not even going to look at this. And you
Yeah.
want to come back to it again in January and make me do it
Exactly.
again. But
Exactly.
no, you want to ruin my time off, right?
And no one cared the months before. They did not care.
I have to say, in India, I was much more luckier. So in India, you don't really get time off for Christmas, but because I was working with the US based clients, so I got my last week was completely paid off. Basically, it was like a off that the US team and the India team took together, the long off, and nobody was working. Like
Yeah.
literally nobody was working. I would say December 20th or 22nd onwards, nobody
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
And they actually winded down and they were like not doing anything, but you were killing yourself till December second week, like
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
crazy.
I know.
Like, can you please stop? Nobody cares right now.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, the medical field is different, right? Because you have ongoing work all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like when Christmas is nearing, or no, we have to decide way earlier. But at hospital, you always have to decide if you will work Christmas days or like during New Year's. So you have
Yeah.
to split it
Yeah,
up. So
yeah,
we
yeah,
have
I
this
know. Also,
stuff.
the
Yeah.
nurses have to. I know some nurses. They also
Yeah.
say they need to take one of those the 2 days days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
just choose one
Which
part
one?
where you will be
yeah,
working. For like the practices, yes, they kind of have the stress like missing out because they are holidays, and so they have to like see how many patients can they just treat before Christmas and then maybe in
yeah.
between, yeah, so that we can just cover the days that are
Mhm.
missing.
Yeah,
But at hospital was always like you're working Christmas or New Year's, so just choose. But you have to choose one option. You cannot get both.
yeah, yeah. That's what they do in Austria here too, and
Yeah,
it totally makes sense. I think
yeah.
fair.
I admit I usually chose to work on Christmas time because
Really?
yeah, it's just a work on Christmas because I could still. Well, it was either it would be like well, I was on intensive care at the time mostly, and there we had like 12-hour shifts.
Yeah,
So I had 5 days in a row, 12 hours the night or the day.
yeah.
But so I could see my family somehow.
Like either in the evening or
Thing
like in the
is, I'm
afternoon.
scared working New Year's
Yeah, a
because I
lot of stuff happens. It's bad in a hospital. I
yeah.
think. Yeah, yes, yeah. It's bad. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like
yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
I don't like to go outside. It's whenever at hospital, it doesn't matter. But I just don't like to go outside during all this New Year's and everything. Yeah, a lot of things are just it's. They are just like throwing all the stuff outside, and I'm just like I
Mm.
don't want to go outside. So I work Christmas. So New Year's, I can just be at home or at my family's home or at friends' home, but somewhere at home in a building.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Christmas is hard actually. Working at hospital, everything is happening at Christmas time. More people dying actually, and
Really?
yeah, I don't know. Christmas and Easter is always more people dying.
Okay.
Like more people letting go, maybe I don't know, but
Mm.
Is
yeah,
it like suicides
tough
or is
time.
it more accidents?
No, it's really
Or just
just
passing away.
passing
Just
away, really
Mm.
passing
passing
on.
away.
Yeah.
Mm.
And when you are in intensive care, I remember the night where we were just having CPR with 3 patients in a row on intensive care.
Okay.
Or like, I started getting in doing CPR, then somewhere in the middle of the shift, and then the next morning when the next like the nurses who was working the day before just came back in like, oh Tan, you're still doing this. And I'm like, yes, it's I don't know. And
Oh
yeah,
God.
it's just like passing away. It's not really the accidents. The accidents and like more for New Year's. But
Accidents. Lots of accidents happen on
yeah,
New Year's. Yeah. With
yeah.
all this
Christmas
fireworks
time.
stuff, and some people tend to build it themselves, and then they get all crazy, and
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Also teenagers who do not so smart stuff with smaller children. Yeah. So it's
yeah,
really New
yeah,
Year's is more
yeah.
for accidents.
I can imagine. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Christmas time is
And it
more.
starts already very early, so it's New Year's usually here starts in the afternoon. Like
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't want to work on New Year's because I don't want to go outside when they are just bombing everything. Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah,
and it's just loud. It's like I also, yeah, not a
yeah,
big fan of this celebration. As I love Christmas, I don't like the other New Year's thing. Yeah, and everything is very dirty here. When because of all the fireworks they are shooting, like and they have to go outside of the because it's like a
yeah.
residential area and they are not allowed to do
Yeah.
it here.
I also feel
Some
like
they sometimes do it, but
overall,
it's actually
there's
prohibited.
so
And they pardon? And
oh I could
they have to go to the lake. So I live very close by a lake because in the residential area with all these apartment buildings, they are not allowed to do fireworks. They sometimes do it, but it's prohibited. So if the police catches them, they have to pay for it. It's for safety reasons because no one wants to go out when they do it there. Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
dangerous.
yeah.
And usually in the morning of January 1st, I either go for a run, yeah, because it's very calm. No one is out there, all still sleeping. And it's so dirty. They leave everything
Mhm.
behind. Everything. There are bottles of champagne and beer and stuff, and all the trash. It's crazy how dirty it is. It's
Yeah.
yeah. No,
I have to say it got less over the years in Berlin. So
not
after the
really.
pandemic, somehow it got less,
Mm.
but before it was crazy. But well, there are still parts of Berlin that are kind of crazy.
No,
But I
it's
don't go
it
there.
not really. It's like last New Year's, I think, was really crazy. And then like the air is completely, you cannot see everything, anything, because they are shooting so much stuff.
Oh,
It's completely, it's like a wall.
oh, the
So it's
smog.
only white outside. And it
That's
smells.
how India gets during Diwali.
Yeah,
It's complete smog
yeah,
for days ahead and after. Yeah, very
Good, and
interesting.
I'm jumping
So
topics, but
stressful.
I would say because when you were talking about the stress about preparing meals,
yeah,
I just remember that like one joke I read once. I mean, it was more about mom asking in a WhatsApp group, asking her family what to cook,
yeah.
and like and I was like, oh, this is just a joke and a cliche, but somehow it's so true. And when dad was always answering, doesn't matter, and I was like, yeah. Typical dad's answer, yeah, I don't care, I just eat anything.
Mm,
And then,
that-
but then there was kind of like the three children, and one was like, "Oh, remember my allergies?" Yeah, and the next one like, "Remember I'm vegan now." And then the third one was kind of like, "Nothing with gluten." And then you just have the end where like mom is leaving the group.
I thought of, I should have never asked why did I
Everybody
do
just do the Christmas meal, and then everybody can just eat what they can eat. Yeah,
Yeah.
but otherwise it's really getting stressful because I remember my grandmother also. She was kind of like, "Well, what do you want to eat?" And we were just like, "Grandma, just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
We just come to see you." Yeah, so don't care so much.
Grandmas and food though, like how can it not be about
Yeah,
it?
it's true.
Yeah. Well, I just tend to like on the 25th or 26th is better actually. I just grab my parents sometimes now to go to a typical old Berlin restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for once a year having the goose and
Yeah, that's what some families also do here around
whole
here.
meal.
It's like
Yeah,
like going out on December 25th or
yeah,
6th for eating. But
yeah,
on 24th, you have to cook at home, or at least have something prepared and have
yeah.
it, like, because no restaurant is open on 24th evening here. It's
No, yeah, same
everything's
in
closed.
Berlin. Yeah, you just have the 25th and 20.
Yeah.
What's the typical Christmas food in Austria, by the way?
That's actually very special. It depends from family to family. So every family kind of, yeah, we have some dishes. Like some people eat fish. Usually it's carp. If it's fish, then it should be carp.
Yeah, yeah,
Some
yeah.
some families eat
Same here.
schnitzel. Some
Yeah.
eat goose.
I could say,
Yeah.
yeah, the Austrians and the Schnitzel, but
In my family, we eat bratwürstel, so we eat sausages. It's very easy, very fast to make, and everyone likes it. Yeah. So it
yeah,
really it depends, like which, I think it's more like, yeah, not even which part of Austria you are from. It's more like it's a family tradition. It's like you they give it down from, you have it from your
Yeah.
grandparents and your parents,
yeah.
and like this is what people eat.
Berlin, you really kind of typically get on like it's Christmas Eve, right? The
Yeah,
24th. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, you have a potato salad and sausages,
yeah,
and the
mm,
goose is for the next
yeah,
day,
yeah,
right? Yeah, yeah. And if it's fish, it's carb. I don't like
yeah.
carb. But
Yeah, yeah.
somehow,
Lots of people don't like it. I don't like it too. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's, if it's fish, then it has to be this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same. Yeah, but so normally at hospital we would put on sausages and potato salad
Yeah,
for
it's
Christmas
easy.
Eve.
Yeah,
Yeah, the fireman would do half a deck for everyone on the other days with the cabbage and with
yeah,
Klößchen.
yeah, yeah. Traditional
Yeah,
food, and I
yeah,
personally think it should be as easy as possible on this on Christmas, because it's time for family and not time for preparing in the kitchen and getting stressed
Yeah.
about whatever. So yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I think that's it for this session. Or what do you think, girls? Yeah.
Yeah.
We will come back with another Christmas topic, we promise.
Yeah, we have more to talk about Christmas, but
There's always so much to
today I
talk
think
about
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah. So thank you for staying until the end. We hope you enjoyed our Christmas edition, part one. So please subscribe, share it with friends, and we are looking forward to seeing you again very soon. This was us, Martina,
Ankita,
and we are.
three girls.
one mic.
And I had banana ice cream on a few days ago. I promise. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.